Hey guys, Isabel here. Welcome back to Reeled In. So last Wednesday, the third installment of What If came out, and this was a pretty Avengers heavy What If. And in this alternate timeline, the Watcher showed us what if all the Avengers died, starting with Tony. Sorry, Tony Stans, you had to see him die twice. But in this video, I'm just gonna go over a quick breakdown and things that I saw and thought were interesting in this episode. So starting off, we can see that this episode is broken up by days, starting from Monday and ending on Friday, signaling the 5 acts of the episode. The scenes in this episode in particular were taken from the Incredible Hulk 2008 movie, the first Thor movie, as well as Iron Man, I believe, #2. Natasha injects lithium dioxide into Tony, like in the actual movie, but this time he has a supposed bad reaction and dies. And for all you Tony stands, I'm gonna make you watch him die a couple more times, so sorry about that.
Abates the symptoms?
Stark, you okay? Stark.
Tony!
Just like how Coulson had a man crush on Steve in the Avengers movie, he has a man crush on Thor.
He's a Caucasian male, mid-20s, with really great hair.
Excuse me?
It's an accurate description, sir.
And I mean, who wouldn't with that hair flip? Which Thor actually does in the Thor movie. So Hawkeye has his arrow trained on Thor, like in the Thor movie. But instead of not shooting and killing, he supposedly slips, and his arrow lets loose with a flash of lightning, a visual masterpiece, but also very ironic considering Thor is the god of thunder. What comes before thunder? Lightning. And when the arrow strikes him, he actually perishes to a lightning bolt as well. So this episode is definitely a bit more less Disney-ish than the last couple episodes, especially with all the death and visual depictions of it. Like here, for Hawkeye's death, you can see he is alive in this scene right here. He is mumbling to himself, saying he never slips, he didn't do it, whatever.
Doesn't make any sense. I don't slip. I don't misfire.
His head is still back up, and then the scene cuts to the lock mechanism, and when the door opens, Hawkeye's head is slumped forward, meaning he perished in these quick couple seconds it took Fury to move from the door panel to the actual door. And I do find it really funny that they used the 2008 Hulk storyline with Edward Norton's Hulk, but changed the Hulk's appearance to resemble more Mark Ruffalo. In Dr. Ross's lab, we see a Stanley's Pizza Shop uniform, a nod to the restaurant in the 2008 movie, and also referencing Stan Lee, the comic creator himself. R.I.P. Fun little hint here, Natasha actually uses Dr. Ross's eye movement to determine where Banner is hiding. She's such a good spy. Love her. An Asgard army led by Loki himself comes to Earth. I like how this Loki seems to be in a much better standing with himself, as he claims he's the rightful king of Jotunheim and the crowned prince of Asgard. In the original Thor movie, Loki didn't really care that Thor got sent to Earth. He immediately took the throne, or attempted to. But here he actually comes to avenge his brother. Loki also has the casket of ancient winters, which he uses in the original Thor movie to freeze Heimdall, and also discovers it in Odin's vaults. If I'm not mistaken, it is a relic of Jotunheim, and Loki's discovery leads Odin to tell him about his true heritage. And then General Ross attacks the Hulk like he did in the 2008 movie, but this time the Hulk explodes! Which was not something I expected to see. I mean, just look at it. I'm thinking less and less that this is supposed to be kind of aimed towards children, because, wow. Natasha is in Manassas, Virginia, and the fact that she eventually dies there is the worst place you could die. I'm from Northern Virginia, so I can say that. But in the background, you can actually hear creepy breathing. Which, I feel like out of all these past, shows, they've definitely been picking up the creepy factor a bit, which I'm here for. definitely in preparedness for Multiverse of Madness, which I'm hoping is going to be super creepy and awesome. But it seems Natasha gets beat up by nothing, but we later find out that she was actually being attacked by super teeny tiny Hank Pym. But why is Hank so angry?
Fury, it's hope! It's all about hope!
Here, Nick and Coulson are looking over some paperwork. On the top, it says Avenge. It's supposed to say Avenger, but due to Fury's hand and the shadow of his hand, it cuts off the R, leading to the audience to only see the word Avenge, which I believe is a hint to what the motives are for the villain of the storyline. Nick pulls out a beeper that we see from Captain Marvel to contact her wherever she is in the universe because it's enhanced by Kree technology. And then we finally see Hank, and he wears a yellow jacket suit, showing that instead of the hero wearing the Ant-Man suit, he's now the villain. Because in the original Ant-Man, the villain was Yellow Jacket. And we get hints early on that this right now is not Fury with these quotes and tones.
Her mother was an agent?
You never cared about hope.
I don't give a damn about any of them.
It is later revealed that Hank killed everyone. And if Hank could kill the Hulk, a supposed unkillable being, like, if Scott Lang ever became a villain, he would be, like, the most powerful villain. I mean, Hank took out 5 Avengers. Like, it was nothing. Still don't know what he did to Hawkeye, though. He just, like, go through his brain or something. It's never explained. And Fury also battles with godlike powers. And it's revealed that Loki does duplication, projection, as well as some illusions. I just kind of love that how in this timeline, Loki successfully takes over Earth. I mean, good for him. He only tried like 800 times in the other movies. But he finally got it in this one. And we hear the same speech that he gave in the first Avengers movie.
It's the unspoken truth of humanity that you crave subjugation. The bright lure of freedom hobbles you, diminishes your life's joy.
And now here we have our 5 Avengers caskets with each of their Avengers symbols on it. And it is finally confirmed visually that each of these What If episodes do take place on a different separate timeline. Because I was confused, I was assuming that they were all on a different timeline but the same different timeline, but now I know that if you look at the sacred timeline, each branch is its own storyline. So unlike in episode 1 where Peggy Carter became essentially Captain America and Steve did not fall into the ice, he actually did fall into the ice in this episode, as we see the frozen shield, which also leads me to believe that Fury knew about this popsicle man, but didn't do anything to get him out yet. But by the end of this episode, it seems like Captain America and Captain Marvel may be the ones to challenge Loki for his world dominance, at least in this timeline. I wonder if eventually all the timelines we've been seeing will converge at the end, maybe of like this season, or if there's another season maybe at the end of the series or something. That'd be kind of whack. But I thought this episode was pretty great. I enjoyed seeing the Avengers and basically how the Avengers actually fell apart. Maybe because they didn't have Captain America yet. There are many factors and many choices and many decisions, as the Watcher says, that can lead to multiple realities. Overall, I'll give this episode a 7.5 out of 10. Still liked it, but I'd say out of the 3 we had so far, probably my least favorite. Also, for Hank Pym to be a villain is kind of like a weird twist. Like, I feel like just by his character. Like, I know these are all different timelines when anything can happen, but like, I don't know, like he lost his wife, but I guess that was like kind of his fault he lost his wife, so I guess, I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't turn very villainous in the end, but I don't know. Well guys, that was my breakdown for you. Leave a like on the video, comment, did you see anything I missed, and what did you think about the Hank Pym villain? Be sure to subscribe to the channel for future reaction videos as well as analysis videos on things like Marvel and Star Wars, Disney, Pixar, and hopefully much more. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. Well guys, that's all I've got for you today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.